on the media end was like right on.
Right on.
We're in.
I mean,
we're in.
We're in.
now
Okay.
I'm gonna say we're in. Now that we have a microphone.
No.
Yeah,
I think it was,
sorry, we stole your thunder, Lee.
I don't care.
Yeah.
It's I thought it was spot on. I was good with it. The Lynx, of course, the Mac, of course, you know, the no banana pudding, you know, we have people going in there. I know I loved being in the line for the pop-up.
Yeah.
To one, I'm never on that side. And then two, hearing the love and admiration your followers have, you know, as I was talking, because I think a lot of the people who were there listen to the pod, and if they don't watch, they listen. So I think my voice gave it away as to, oh, he's that guy, type of thing. And you know, I was out there campaigning for you. I was telling every other person, like, you know, he's got this spot. He's opening up. It'll be next Saturday. It's literally going down the line about it, you know, letting everyone know. But it was just so cool hearing people talk about, yeah, I remember going to see him at Little Cottage, or I remember when I got this from so-and-so, or I did a pre-order from this, and, you know, seeing, shout out to Keenan. And I think his buddy's name was Jeff?
Well, no, Keenan and Mark Springfield. Ryan Keenan and Mark Springfield came up, and then there was a guy named Jeff behind him.
Yeah. I saw Keenan. I miss Springfield, but his buddy Jeff who was, you know, talking to us about Grub and all, so that was cool. No, it was really fun. I do have a good idea, bad idea though.
Okay, you go with your good idea, bad idea first. I'm gonna go with.
No, you go with yours first. I'll go.
You know what? I'm gonna do a non-barbecue one.
Okay, I'll do, and mine is barbecue.
So, you know, be a team that has a really good defense, spend a lot of money on a quarterback. That's the good idea. Bad idea.
Oh God, it's too soon. Oh God, it's too soon.
Bad idea is after your star running back gets injured because you have a turf field, not upgrade to grass. So your new quarterback gets injured 4 plays in.
Oh God, so it's too soon.
They won. That's the good idea, bad idea. Good job, Jets, and I guess Giants.
Oh gosh. Don't forget about them Cowboys.
Oh, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, the Giants, it's a good idea. Have the Giants-Cowboys on Sunday night. Bad idea. Have the Giants-Cowboys on Sunday night.
I know.
I mean, that's a good idea for the Cowboys fans. Bad idea for the Giants fans.
Pops is smiling ear to ear all week. He's going to be completely obnoxious all week because of that.
Oh, you know, you saw. I guess you watched the game last night, so you saw how bad the Jets' offensive line is.
Yeah,
they play the Cowboys next week.
Oh, it's good.
Oh,
we're in town for that. Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah, it's.
We're not in town. We're in that town for it.
Yeah, no, but we'll be a little ways away.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be, but he'll still be watching, yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
When do you guys fly out?
We'll be in Cowboy Country.
Well, yeah, I'm out.
You fly out the 19th?
Yeah.
18th?
Okay, so you're back. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, yeah, the old in and out.
Yeah,
the old in and out.
Then out to somewhere else.
Yeah, you know those girls, those nice 8-hour turns.
Yeah.
My good idea, bad idea.
Wait. I know where this is going already.
Too late. It's my turn.
I know.
It's my turn. It's my turn. Good idea, bad idea. Good idea. Host a finale pop-up. Have it be a great success. Have your friends and co-hosts and buddies and barbecue pals and supporters come out and support you and show you nothing but love with monstrous, delicious orders for food. Bad idea. Throw your co-host under the bus saying he bought out all the manchegos when he, in fact, did not. And Lee is the one who bought it.
No. Lee finished it off.
I did.
You started the avalanche.
That's not my problem.
Still pointing the finger at you.
No.
And for those of you who aren't aware, I'm over here just minding my business, talking to Chewy's fam. You know, they're out there. We're saying what's up, having a nice little conversation with Keenan. And out of nowhere, I hear, he did it. He bought them all. And I'm just like, whoa, what are we doing here? What did I do? He's blaming me, literally pointing fingers. You hear that, Mom?
Showed too much support.
You hear that, Mom? He's literally pointing fingers at me. Got the whole crowd. I thought it was about to be a freaking stampede. Like, you know, when they had the pitchforks and they're chasing Frankenstein. I'm like, no.
Well, and actually, Brian, you should tell him what we were talking about, how I mean, it seemed like I was saying, like nobody was just ordering for themselves.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
no one was. I ordered for Hetty Murphy.
there were multiple people after you who ordered double beef ribs.
I heard.
There.
I heard.
Yeah. Like, yeah, that was like that was the highest average ticket price of any pop-up I've had. And that wasn't even accounting the pre-order stuff, which was already huge.
Yeah, because you had that one guy who had the pre-order. I was like,
Well, I did the two pre-orders that I made. I accidentally made one wrong, and the guy got extra food because I just, in my mind,
Yeah.
the one guy got the bigger package, and the other guy got the slightly smaller package, and then I just thought they both got the same thing. I just misread it. So he walked away with an extra half rack of ribs, extra half pound of brisket, extra half pound of pork, extra sausage. So that's my fault too, because he walked away with an extra sausage. So yeah, like that's why we ran out sooner. So
hey, it is what it is, and we'll talk about that. We'll put that on here first to discuss.
speaking of which, welcome to This Week in Barbecue, the barbecue focused podcast that brings you the good, the bad, and everything in between. I'm your co-host, Brian Hull, and joining me as always is...
Rasheed Phillips.
And the voice you hear, but the face you do not see, but maybe one day when I'm not here again.
Lee Garman.
The true person who bought out all the Manchegos.
The true person who keeps the show
I bought
running.
the last one. Yes, I bought the last one.
Two.
Yes, two. How many did you buy?
That's besides the point.
Yeah.
I showed support.
Yeah.
Okay. Support has no. You
All
can't put a
8
price.
of them. I supported all 8 of them.
You can't put a price on support.
Hey, look, he got 5.
Okay.
Yeah. He was like,
not
I want a
bad.
full Huey, but I want them all Spanish Manchego.
I want all mans, and then let me get 2 more because I had to get 2 a set for Hetty, and then I got him some sides and some stuff. So, yeah, I was out there. But that's the thing too, right? Here, let me explain something to you. All right, let me run something by you right quick. This is how it's going to go down. If I support you, and I believe in you're doing a thing in which, like, I can purchase said item or good or service, I'm balling out. All right, so you either have to be in front of me to get what you got to get, or I'm gonna get it all.
Well, you know our friend Kevin. That's why he sets up a chair every time.
Yeah,
Like,
I was shocked I didn't see him out there.
He's just been filming a lot of stuff, like getting ahead for like Hispanic Heritage Month.
That's right.
So like he's like constantly trying to find all the spots in around Atlanta and Roswell and everything like in the Metro Atlanta for that stuff. So his Saturdays and Sundays are literally now driving from spot to spot, trying to get as much content as he can.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty cool.
That's right on, man.
So like Hispanic Heritage Month starts on the 15th. So yeah, he's just trying to get ahead of that.
Yeah. No, I will never apologize for being over supportive, and I put it out there. I'm like, hey, if you want anything left, like I remember what was it? Gosh, Round Trip.
Yeah, round trip for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Round Trip. I go and I'm ordering. This lady behind me's like, he's going to order everything. I'm just like, you should have got here sooner.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you want me to do?
No, I mean,
That's on you.
Yeah, I'm
5
not
minutes would have
sorry.
made the difference.
I'm not sorry that I showed up earlier than you and stayed in line and came with the heavy pockets to get what I wanted.
Like going to a sneaker drop.
It is like, hey, what are you gonna do? Or the old school iPhone releases. There's no worse feeling. How many times did we have to cut someone off at the door? Like,
Oh, yeah.
man,
I always dreaded it too because I'm like, you've been here.
you've been here all
Hours.
day, and I have to tell you that person just got the last one.
Yeah.
And
You
sucks.
maybe showing up 2 minutes
2 minutes
earlier.
If you did not snooze, and you can see it in their eyes, they're looking
yeah.
at everything they did before, and they're like, I should have been here. Like, what are you going to do? But no, man, it was absolutely great. It was fun seeing you in action. We snapped some photos, and
epic tray photo by Lee.
oh, I took that that high over shot on the table, but no, man. So let the people know it's this Saturday.
Yeah, we're calling it day 0.
Day 0.
The soft launch.
Day
soft.
0.
Yeah, week 0, day 0. We're doing we'll do our first Saturday service, and then we'll like ramp up to do our first like full week of service that coming Thursday. So
Okay.
we'll have a like soft opening, preview opening, get some photos, do that kind of thing.
Get some. Do you have anything that we can toss up on the socials?
Oh no, like I got to film. That's the thing is like, so I did the pop up, like that was like, I was like on like 2 hours of sleep for that one because I got up and did the rib and beef rib cooked that morning. So Saturday night I was toast. Sunday went and visited the mom. She's recovering from surgery, doing really well.
Shout out to Mom.
Then yesterday we went. I met at the restaurant and we went and did shopping, discussed menus, all that. That took all day. So I still have to film the teaser promo today and get that up and edited.
Okay.
So I will. I'll of course tag it and get everything out there.
Nice.
But yeah, we're getting, like I said, we're kind of doing the soft opening this week.
Okay.
The soft transition, I guess, because it's already an open restaurant.
It's a new name. It's going to be a new menu.
Yeah.
New flavors. New pit masters. Heck yeah, it's a whole new thing. Don't undersell it. Let me know if and when you guys are ready, because the moment I can get Guy down there, I'm gonna get Guy. I'm like, hey, I need a favor. I need to go see my buddy Brian. Go. It's worth cruising by and checking it out. So that'll be really cool. And you better, if you don't save me a slot for December, we having fighting words.
No, right? Like, yeah, you were gonna, like, once, as soon as we announce, or as soon as we say, hey, we're gonna turn on the collabs, you were like right first in line, queued up.
Right on. I'm looking forward.
Because I want you to roll through with which cooker has the cross cooker on it.
So that would be Phoebe. But Phoebe's a beast to move. But I'm actually, depending on, by then I may have a brand new baby. So I've been working with the Dope Cats over at M&M. If you guys are needing anything rolled and towed, those are the guys to do it. Working on a new baby, a nice little, possibly a nice little double barrel 250. Got some fun stuff in there. Some fun stuff in there.
So yeah, like, roll up. I want like everybody's, like, it's gonna be good because people are gonna see what we're cooking, and those smells are gonna be in the air, and I think people are gonna be really excited.
Oh yeah. We're gonna set it off.
Free smells.
Free smells.
Free smells.
Free smells. Smells are free. All smells come with a napkin. Got to wipe up the drool. All right, hit us with the news, my friend.
I don't know. Napkins are expensive now. I might have to charge for that.
That's actually true. Take one, pass it down. You're using the same one.
Rip it in half.
Get you a Scott rags like the ones we have that hold up. Who do you got for us, bud?
Well, I mean, I guess it's the 4-year anniversary of you filming Barbecue Showdown.
Yeah, it is. This weekend.
Dang, is it really?
Uh-huh.
Man. Okay.
Yeah. It was it's been 4 years.
I know they're sliding into DMs for the new season.
Well, yeah.
There's all types. But and I do have to put it out there because those who have been asking, yes, Netflix did the right thing.
Oh, they did.
They did the right thing.
So that your credit got added.
My credit got added, and
a little coercing. Had to run it up the ladder a little bit.
Had to burn down a few start a couple of wildfires here and there, but so I got a Zippo, and I've upgraded from a box of matches to a Zippo. But Netflix did the right thing. Your wrist got tired. It did. Just couldn't do the. I was like, no, let's just flick it and go. They did the right thing. They admitted it wasn't, the oversight, and they saw the damage that it did, and what I guess the damage I could do. But they did the right thing. So credit has been added. Have been made whole. So just as how I was saying what was going on, I want to let you guys know it's been squared away. So as far as I'm concerned, we're back on ground zero. No, I don't believe any bridges were fully burned, but hey, if I had to do it all over again, would I? Hands down, because it's a principle of the thing, and you deserve to get credit for what you do. And I wasn't just fighting for me. I was fighting for anybody that was going to come after me. And I can guarantee you there's some clauses named after me now. There's some sheet clauses that are just added to the standard SOP, but wanted to put that out there. Yes, it has been corrected. I'm credited on all the episodes and made whole. So thanks for do the right thing. Spike Lee, thanks for doing the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic film.
Oh my gosh, hands down. So, but yeah, that's the 4. And I only noticed because 2 big news is that's part of it. Ash had posted it like, man, can you believe it's just turned 4 years? Like, man, and it was a photo, and if people look at that photo, they'll see faces that weren't on the show, but there was a bunch of us for that first one before it got narrowed down.
Oh, really? So they did like a pre-elimination?
Yeah.
Release the footage.
I know, right? Golly, so much footage.
Honestly, they could do it.
They could make a whole other season
I was gonna say it
off
could be
of
like
what wasn't
American
set.
Idol style.
Yeah.
You know, get a few extra episodes, knocking people out.
Yeah. So there's that, and congratulations to my man, 100 grand, Ash. He is engaged. He and his lady are engaged. I'm so excited for him. I'm waiting for my invite in the mail because I'm definitely showing up and showing out. I can't wait, but I'm real excited. They've been together for a long time and going through ups and downs, and still stronger than ever. So congratulations to you, brother. That's for you. I can't wait. Love you all. Can't wait to see you all again. It's coming up on that time. I usually catch them about November-ish time when they head down to Florida. So usually catch them on the stop through. So very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, congrats, Ash.
Quick top of the housekeeping. Holy Smokes is now legitimately 2 months away. As of today, it is now 2 months away.
And we're officially going.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so you like it. Everything got straight, or like
Yeah.
the other thing, I guess, fell through.
No.
Is this a story for another time?
If the schedule goes how the schedule goes, it will literally be me coming in from one place, driving up for Holy Smokes. Loading is Friday. I want to be there Thursday. We roll smoke Friday night and a Saturday serve. Brunch at Rodney's. I'm out Sunday on a plane first thing Monday.
Oh, jeez.
Woohoo.
But I love it, man.
Hey, November.
Hey, you know, that's just what it's going to be. So, yeah, but Holy Smokes is 2 months away. VIP's gone. But
Yeah, VIP's gone.
You can still get those Gen Ad. Still worth doing.
How many are they doing? Was it 4 villages or 3 villages?
I think it's 4 this year.
Okay.
Because they've added on like an additional, I think 6 across the board.
Because there's Texas, there's
Texas traditional, new school, old school. Then they have the seafood one, like the coastal thing.
right. I think traditional is the old school though, right?
You think? I don't know.
Yeah.
I got to check the badges. Either which way, it's going to be a good time. Oh, and also the NBBQA Fire and Flavor event is happening September 29th and 30th. You're going to have some crowd favorites. I think Grabbing by the Brisket's going to be over there. Old Arthur's will be showcasing some sauces. And shout out to Old Arthur's. I got to bring them in for the next episode. They sent me a beautiful care package, but I don't have it here with me. So I'll bring that in for the next one. But it was accompanied with their sauces, their rubs. We also featured the story of Old Authors back in February for Black History Month during our Black History Month Pitmaster and Barbecuer Spotlight series. So they've been amazing. Definitely got to check them out. And it's still in the family. Still one of the few that's still family owned. So
Yeah.
I don't know that. What do you got, bud?
Well, Southern Living just released their top 50 barbecue joints of the South for 2023.
Again?
Then Lee and I were discussing before the show.
All right, let's check that out.
Is Texas the South?
I honestly, and like nothing against Texas. I have family in Texas, grew up going back and forth.
Yeah, I know.
As also someone who kind of grew up in the, or not kind of, did grow up in the Southeast.
Yeah.
I don't feel like Texas is the South. I mean,
Oh gosh, we're gonna get
might
so
get
much
ridiculed for this, but I just don't feel like it's the South.
So my argument was basically everything Texas and Arkansas east, south of the Mason-Dixon, is the South.
So you count it as
I count it as.
It feels Southern.
it does. There are a lot of northern places that feel southern, just depending
Yeah.
what spot you go
Yeah.
in the time of day. That is a really good question. Is Texas south?
I mean,
if you look at the map, I guess directionally.
So I mean, should Moose Barbecue be considered the South because it's like South California?
No,
Southern California.
exactly.
So
do
you're
we
just on the
just say
south,
like the bottom
anything
half of
south?
the United States?
Because I don't think of Texas as, when I think of the South, split that map into quadrants, I'm looking southeast, like down here.
I honestly like. It's gonna sound weird. I kind of Here's the problem: is that, like, it used to be SEC country, but now SEC country is Oklahoma and Texas.
Yeah.
But like, and Louisiana's probably gonna hate me. I always Southeast. I always kind of like Tennessee, stopping at Mississippi, going east to the Carolinas. Like even like Virginia and
Virginia's not the
yeah,
South.
yeah.
Well, and here it is. Texas formally succeeded on March 2nd, 1861, to become the 7th state in the new Confederacy. So I go by, were you a Confederate state?
Oh, well, I mean, yeah,
Okay.
okay, all
Fair.
right.
Actually,
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
So I
that,
guess
that was my defining
Virginia's in there
factor.
then,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Or was Virginia split?
I don't think Virginia was split. I might be remembering that wrong.
But
I don't feel like
that's
Virginia's
how
split.
I'm like, if you were a Confederate state, then
Fair.
you're
Yeah,
to
that's
the
fair.
South.
Yeah.
I will give you that.
All right.
I mean, Texas is also just Mexico, right?
Yeah, basically,
Yeah.
Let's give it its real name, Mexico XL. That's what it is.
That's where my family's from.
Yeah, so
It's just
we're gonna get in so
rebranding.
much trouble for this one.
God, can we even
No,
put
it's
this
okay.
one out? Yeah.
I'm half Mexican. We can do it.
Well,
Yeah.
no, I'm just talking
I'm
about
from
in
the South.
general. In general.
Whatever.
Yeah.
He is half Mexican. It's true.
I mean, Texas was Mexico. Then they became their own country.
Oh
then
yeah.
they became
Then Texas just did Texas things for a little while,
Yeah.
and they still
Yeah.
do Texas things.
Texas still does Texas. Like
They're just a little more reserved about
Texas is as Texas does.
it.
that's a shirt.
That
Texas
needs to be
is
the
as
shirt.
Texas. I'm putting that in there.
We need to trademark that if it's not. Like,
That would sell like crazy.
Hot.
Oh my!
Get it on
gosh.
the store.
I'm mocking
yesterday.
this up. I'm
well,
mocking one up.
as long as I get a cut, I'll be
Of
happy.
course,
Okay,
this is
cool.
it's all to the anything for the pod we're gonna
Yeah.
get. All right, so let's take a gander. All right, let's take a gander what that list is looking like.
Yeah, I got it up.
Prime barbecue. Oh, Fox Brothers number. Oh, they put them 2 of 50.
Yeah. So it's 2 of 50, as in the photos. They're number 49.
Oh,
Like it's
so
That's
It's
a
really
weird way
that's
to
a
say
very
the list.
convoluted way of doing it.
They're second on the list, but they're number 49 because it goes in reverse order.
How did you guys almost cut Fox off the list in general, and then you put them there? Johnson fellas, I say we get together, we start a picket line, we just get some stuff in order here. Barbecue Center. All right, Truth is on there. Well, definitely well deserved Truth. Not saying the positioning, but
Yeah.
Yo, Hurtado, the whole crew. Okay, we've seen some buddies on here.
You got a buddy, two down, two.
Yeah, Trop. Yeah. Okay. We're getting some.
Yeah, like
Hey,
I need to,
Messenger, man, he's got that sauce, his golden sauce, his mustard sauce is absolutely amazing. I've got to snag some more from him this year at Holy Smoke. I love it.
Okay, question. They have a tie at 39. So they don't have a 40. Like what? Like if you're just like,
I have no idea.
okay.
That's why you can't put too much stock into lists like this. They got Kerry over there at 38.
yeah.
Make them have a sauce off.
Sauce off. Burnt Bean. Wow. Bean is at 37.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna drop down. Let's get to the meat and potatoes.
Give
of
me
it all.
the top 5.
That's what I'm hitting for right now. I'm headed to, let's see. 1 is Snows.
Shocker.
2 is Fresh Air Barbecue.
Oh, look.
Huh.
I like Fresh Air Barbecue.
Yeah.
It has a special place in my heart.
And they do a chopped pork, it looks like.
It's just chopped ham.
Is that ham?
It is chopped pork, but
Yeah,
like,
that's what- yeah.
they smoke hams.
Yeah.
Unseasoned hams.
Yeah.
More direct heat, old pit style.
We've
Like
seen
shoveling
that.
coals. You either get it dry or sauced. That's how it's listed on the menu.
Mm-hmm.
Look, if you know what to expect, it's good. It is old school Georgia barbecue. I would not have it number 2.
Okay.
Unless you're just talking like legacy and spot. Like if all these things factor in, sure. But like it means a lot to me because that's what I grew up eating.
Yeah.
But it's not my favorite barbecue.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. I can
Like-
it's one of those, like, it's a comfort food because, hey, it's familiar. It's what I know.
Yeah. And it's also a tradition that like I'm glad is still going on and that there's still places doing it that style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dreamland is at 3.
What you're gonna say, and it's Dreamland that's in Alabama.
Yeah,
not
Georgia.
Yes,
Louis Mueller
best beef rib on the planet.
and Scott's. Oh, okay. So this is Scott's Barbecue.
Yes.
They're not
Ronnie Scott's, the OG Scott.
Then followed up by Sam Jones at Skylight, Lexington, Lewis, Goldie's in the top 10.
Yep.
That's coming in at number 9.
I'm
Okay.
looking to see where Rodney Scott.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Where is Rodney?
Well, you're on your laptop. You could just do a
Oh,
Command
yeah.
F.
Oh yeah, you got the easier setup than me.
Ro-
20
Rodney's at 28?
28.
Okay. All right.
You're gonna have to have words with
Southern
Robert
Lighting.
Moss.
I think this and here's the thing though, right?
It's all subjective.
It is all subjective, and it would be asinine of me to dispute having not been to all 50 of these myself.
Right.
So I can't. I can just go like from gut reaction, but having not gone through the whole list of 50 first, then I can't complain.
And and like honestly,
Hey people, this is how you regulate yourself before you turn into a keyboard warrior. If you ain't been there, shut it and wait until you go to all 50 and patronize and go numerous times, catch them on multiple sets, then make a list. I haven't been. I've been to some.
Snows is a special experience.
Yeah.
Like my first 3 trips
I don't even
to
think
Texas,
that's barbecue. That's experiential.
Like that's I haven't been since the Netflix show, but like when I went to Texas 3 times, I went to Snows every single time. Like the last time I drove 3 hours from Fort Worth down to Snows on a Saturday morning.
Oof.
Yeah. And it was worth it every time. And that was the one I got my favorite picture I have ever taken. So totally
I
worth
thought
it.
the photo of you and I from your first pop-up was your favorite picture.
Because we didn't get it, and the only reason is because we didn't get a picture of the last pop up together.
Sure. That's fair. No, I think, and that's what we're getting the sprinter, and I wanna go hit these places. Like, hey, just plug all this data into like Google Maps and have it source out the route to hit all of these. I'm like, all right, we're hitting the top 50. Let's go, and do this. I want to do the exact same thing with the Texas Monthly. It's like, all right, you guys say this is the spot to go. Let's go. We've mapped out the route. We're also going to combine it with a heavy workout routine.
Just
Have free weights strapped to the back of the
we're
van.
running alongside like, I gotta burn it off before we get to Snows.
just make sure you're not the dog from Family Vacation.
Family vacation.
Do you not remember
No, what happened?
from Vacation? Oh yeah, it's a bad joke now. It's still pretty funny, but it's
It's one of those-
they had the dog tied up to the back and they forgot about it.
Yeah, they couldn't do that now.
Yeah, they can't do that. Like
Everyone's
that's the
so-
thing they got away
everyone's
with.
so
Like
sensitive.
yeah.
All right, that's right on. Okay, so you have a subject on here that ties into our other subject. So you go ahead and start with that subject.
Oh, okay, yeah, brisket price. This is honestly just because we're sourcing stuff for the new restaurant and just looking at brisket prices right now. It's kind of insane.
It makes your heart hurt.
Well, I mean, so when you're a pop up and you're not like you don't really have the accounts everywhere.
Yeah.
Like when you first started, you kind of go to the Sam's and Costco's and like those big box stores. They've jumped up 50 cents in just like the last week, 50 cents a pound.
More than that, yeah.
Yeah, and we were looking at and honestly, this is I've harped on this forever. There is a difference between being in the Midwest kind of cattle belt and the prices you get and the access you get to the quality of meats you get versus being coastal. Either like California, West Coast, Georgia, South Carolina, like East Coast with the prices we're paying, Connecticut, like New York. Like we were just looking up like
when we I picked up and we have the footage. I picked up a steak. It was a bone-in ribeye, and it was $42. And I started to reevaluate life. I was like, how much is a head of cabbage? Maybe this vegan thing isn't that bad.
and that shot up too.
For one, I was like, what? I was like, where's the rest of it? And people were just like, that's just how it is. I'm
Oh
like,
no, that's what we buy every day.
Why?
I mean, Joe Zavala just had a thing. It was like, what? Like he asked on his Instagram, how much did you guys spend on groceries this week?
I don't look anymore because it hurts. And what does it too is when you're also creating all the content and the recipes and everything for it. Also, are you down to R&D V2?
Yeah.
Okay. You
Tonight?
get sure. Or tomorrow.
Gotta check with the boss.
Okay. It gets
If I come try that again without her,
no. Well, it's very much like it's so. How do I put this? We're in really good positions, you know,
correct.
and you know, single mom raising us. I can't imagine doing that now, like to where everything has just gone up. Like my little Jamaican sodas that I used to get for 98 cents are now $1.99 or $2.19. The same ones, right? Bacon, it's gone up. Lunch meats have gone up. Cheese has gone up.
Dude,
Milk has gone
bad
up.
bacon is expensive.
Yeah,
now.
Yeah.
horrible bacon, cheap knockoff bacon is bad. So I'm just like, how are like I think I'm like, how are people affording to eat?
Oh no, it's wild. I was getting deli meat the other day and like hadn't really clocked prices because I was only going in to get lunch stuff and not just like going to the grocery for the week. And I was like, how much was it for a pound of ham?
Yeah.
Like what just happened here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
I will sometimes go and I'll get like half a pound of cheese, a thing of bread,
Yeah.
and like
Sure.
2 pounds, like a pound of turkey, a pound of ham.
Like, yeah, you're yep.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
exactly what I do.
$30.
Yeah.
Like,
And with the routine I'm on, 90% of my grocery list stays the exact same. So I'm going, and every week the total's more. I'm like, I'm not getting anything else. I'm getting still my 2 containers of egg whites. I'm getting my tray of eggs. I'm getting this amount of turkey meat. Like, I haven't gotten anything else. Why is it more?
at least eggs have come down in price.
Yeah,
Like
that makes sense.
I can get a 12 thing of eggs for $3 again.
It's outrageous. So, you know, we're talking about brisket prices, and we're leading into a couple of stories here. A great brand out there, they're called Good Ranchers. If you haven't, go check them out, right? So they had their CEO had this wonderful live where he was discussing how majority of the meats that most people consume and like, I believe it's, let me see, I just got him queued up here. There you go. Ben Spell, Benjamin Spell, CEO and founder of Good Ranchers. And once again, this isn't sponsored. I just like highlighting companies that are doing really good and dope stuff. All American grown meats. Pork, beef, chicken, whole, all done here in the States. It's not imported and then redistributed, which a hefty amount of meats now are being imported in. And that's also what we're getting, you know, having to pay that extra premium for choice. Because let's not forget, everything else around now is choice. I can't find Prime really at an affordable cost like it used to be. Save my life.
Well, Prime is, well, I mean, we know where all the Prime's going.
Yeah, we know who, but fucking Texas.
No, shout out to Terry Blacks.
Texas.
Yeah, they had to
All
open the third
20% of
store.
it.
Yeah, they had to open. There was 20% when they had 2 stores. What is it now?
20% of the nation's beef going to one spot.
No, the U.S. and Canada.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What are
It was-
places like Quick Trip and Buc-ee's and some of those, like what kind
Those
like
quick
'cause they're
serve
doing
brisket chops
stuff,
there,
like what are
but
they grabbing?
it's like it's pot roast brisket, you know.
Okay, I mean that's what I figured.
Buc-ee's probably uses choice.
Probably at their turn, and they're not going quality. They're chopping it, saucing it, dousing it, and there's no point in using Prime.
Yeah.
At that level.
Quick Trip, because I guess they have
Probably
all those
sa-
briskets.
Yeah,
They're
have
probably
brisket
using
tacos.
select or
Yeah.
ungraded.
And Arby's, all of them the same. Probably the low grade of it, but Ben's doing a wonderful discussion. We'll link it, but he does Good Ranchers, and he's talking about importation of meat and how it's hurting the economy and hurting the American rancher. And that's very, very true. It does, try to get stuff sourced and made here because it actually helps. It hurts. It may be a little bit more upfront, but the long game play, it balances out and it's so much better. But then we come behind with this crazy madness of lab meat being approved by the FDA. I don't know about you, right? I don't know about you. I really don't. But they're already saying, like, the yellow dye on M&Ms are excluded on everywhere else on the planet, but we're just knocking them down. And you guys are approving lab-grown chicken? I can't get down with it. And you asked a great question. How long before they don't have to tell us?
I want to give credit. That was a Lee question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. What are your takes on lab-grown meat?
Look, there's a sustainability thing that I'm kind of for and against. The problem is lab-grown meat is a good idea.
In theory. Yeah.
It's a bad idea in practice when profits come in and they just start cutting corn. Like, again, when do you not know that it's lab-grown meat?
Because to me, it's like all the organic stuff. What does organic really mean?
Yeah, because because what a lot of people don't get, these aren't real terms. These are marketing terms. 100%. You go back 50, 60, 70 years in farming, there was no such thing as like organic as a label, as branding. It's a marketing generated term. Breakfast was never anything in history. It was a marketing concept, and it's just become so deeply rooted in the lexicon and lives that we're just used to it. Like Q-tip. It's not a Q-tip, it's an air swab. The brand is called Q-tip. Same thing.
Velcro.
Yeah. The exact same concept. Organic is just a marketing complex, and that definition fluxes and changes depend on who has the most money.
Do you Yahoo something or do you Google something?
Yeah, exactly, right?
Or if you live here in the South, let me get a Coke.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is. It's a Coke.
Yeah,
let me get a sweet tea.
It's a Pepsi.
It's all the same thing. So
so here's my rant on sweet tea. I now drink unsweet tea, which is the worst thing to order because you have to say unsweet, so all they hear is sweet. So you get the wrong thing, probably 50% of the time.
It's like, no. I wanted the other one.
Yeah, I want the one without the sugar.
Speaking of sweet tea, Ronnie's has some killer sweet tea.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth getting. But no, really, it's this whole thing, and, we're a barbecue podcast, so we have to talk about these things because it does affect us. Me hoping to start doing more pop-ups again, you going into the brick and mortar, these lab-grown things, the infusion, the prices, the labels on it, because I cannot tell you how many times I've had people ask before, like, who do you source your meat from? Who are you getting it from? And to what you mentioned earlier, when we're starting out, we do go to the box stores and we might get one and then two, and then we upgrade to a case and then to a pallet, and then you realize, well, let me just go to the distributor and set up an account there, which if you have the capital up front at the start, that's a really good place to start. Play the long game, not the short. But I cannot serve lab-grown meat. That's AI barbecue. It's artificial barbecue. Like, I don't
look.
I know we're getting pumped with stuff already, but geez, at least it was a chicken at one point.
Not only that, but there is, for a cow to eat a certain diet, to get a certain level of fat, to have the right fat content in a brisket to cook for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Are they going to be able to even engineer that?
So my question, right? So you know how bakers, Sean Brock,
right?
He has the yeast he used, I think he says was like his grandmother's or his great-grandmother's, and he's just been culturing it and keeping it alive, right?
Yeah.
How many chickens can they get from one sample before you have to, all right, that's it. Like, are you just going to keep cultivating that same cell of that one chicken, and we're just keeping it on just like how you'd keep yeast alive for generations? Like, there's just way too many things in here. I'm like,
I have lots of questions.
So many questions, not enough answers. And I feel like how did this get approved so fast?
We say approved so fast. It's been being worked on for years.
Still fast for human consumption of this.
Look, honestly, here's the thing is, like, all the corporations are the big four meat corporations are probably like salivating at this because they don't have to hire any workers to like do the thing.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think they are.
Oh no, like as soon as they can lab grow stuff,
this has capitalism written all
and cut out people, cut out jobs, cut out like.
Well, you say big corp. I'm thinking the ranchers. Yeah.
I'm not ranchers, not the people who are actually doing the work and raising the cattle. I mean, you look at like the corporate chicken farms and what they look like.
Yeah. Not great.
What are vegans and vegetarians going to do with this? Does it count?
It counts
as meat.
It counts,
but an animal didn't die
because it comes from the cell of an animal. So you're exploiting the animal anyway.
Okay.
But you're not killing the animal.
No, it doesn't matter. It's like I mean, here's the thing: is like certain vegans don't eat honey.
Oh wow!
Yeah, because it comes from
bees, I mean, again, they don't do milk, they don't do eggs.
Any animal product.
Any animal product. So it's technically an animal product because it comes from a cell.
That is, yeah. I'm sorry we went down this rabbit hole, ladies and gentlemen, but please chime in, comment, let us know, Lee, if you're able to cut this into something bite-sized.
Listen, I'll try and get it down to like 2 minutes.
Yeah, two will work. But
do you want to go on the vegan naming rant real quick?
Go for it.
Okay, look. If you want to call a vegan bacon, because they make bacon out of different things. Yeah. If you want to call a vegan burger, again, they make burgers out of different things.
Yeah.
Can we not call it vegan chicken nuggets or whatever? It's not. Just call it vegan nuggets. It's not a chicken.
Yeah. Veg nugs.
Yeah.
Protein.
Yeah, protein. Protein nuggets.
Can we not call it like very specific things where they're like, oh, look, cauliflower wings.
Oh gosh,
it's not a wing. It's just
fried cauliflower.
Yeah. Maybe you want to call it buffalo cauliflower or lemon pepper wet cauliflower or whatever.
Yeah,
it's not a wing.
Yeah. And I don't care who you are, and I hate these videos. Oh man, you can't even tell the difference. You a damn liar.
Absolutely. Still cauliflower.
There's no seasoning on the face of the planet. There's no cooking technique on earth that will ever let me take a bite of a cauliflower.
And it might be really delicious cauliflower.
That really does taste like chicken. No, it tastes like very well seasoned and properly cooked cauliflower.
Yeah. Right. Look, and I don't have a problem with that. Where they call it because you can have even though steak has kind of been bastardized in terms of because you can have a pork steak, a steak like beef steak,
everything's
whatever.
A steak now.
Right.
Let me get a chicken steak. What?
Yeah.
You mean a fried chicken breast? You heard me.
Right. So that thick cut cauliflower, it's kind of the base, and they make the big cauliflower steak, they call it. I don't even have a problem with that. But again, it's the very specific naming of things. It's not a wing. It's not chicken.
It's not.
Just call it what it is. Yeah. And I don't have a
Yeah.
Well, because even like calling it a steak is insinuating that it's a bigger piece and
like
it's a type of cut of something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, it's not happening. It's not happening. But no, that was a good little.
So for all our vegan listeners.
Yeah, for all one maybe.
There are dozens of them.
I'm sure somebody's has
people who want to get mad.
Yeah. We're gonna. God, what is the? I can't think of the term.
I welcome them. Come at me.
Come at me.
They're the same ones that are champion that probably didn't like our episode where the restaurateur of Fire banned them.
Yeah.
For that's silly. What are you doing here?
Also on that subject, there are restaurants for vegan food and there are restaurants that don't serve vegan food. Do not be mad at the restaurants that don't serve vegan food.
Yeah.
You have options. Not everything is gonna be for you.
Yeah. It doesn't come on.
Restaurants shouldn't be this canvas that fits all
Absolutely
shoes.
Not. No, it
Like
can't.
going to a car dealership and getting mad that they won't sell you a motorcycle.
Yeah,
dude, you're just in the wrong spot.
Going to a Honda dealership and being mad they're not selling you a certified pre-owned BMW.
Yeah. What do you mean there are no Ferraris at this Mazda shop? This is asinine. Why don't you carry everything? Just saying. In the same respect, it's like you do this one thing at your job. And it's like your boss coming to you like, why don't you do all of it, though? You work at this company that does it all. Shouldn't you do it all? Mm-hmm. But you can't use logic with vegans. They get mad. And now we've pissed people off.
Yeah,
now we've pissed people off. Oh, gosh.
So what's next?
So next up.
Some non-vegan joints are hiring. So Fox Brothers is hiring.
This is a vegan-friendly episode.
Yeah. Fox Brothers is hiring for their Brookhaven counter service location. We'll try and get I think it's just been Instagram posts on who to hit up and DM. But I'm sure they have an email somewhere. Same thing with King Barbecue in Charleston. They're getting closer to opening. They're hiring. Speaking of King Barbecue in Charleston, Bon Appetit always releases their 10 most anticipated restaurant openings.
Yeah.
King Barbecue got on the list of their in the nation one of the 10 most anticipated restaurant openings.
Okay.
So yeah, remember the hot pot that you love.
I love that. I love it. I was thinking about. I was like, hey.
You know they're gonna be at.
I know, and I know where I'm going. I know where I'm saving my calories. Okay, I know that's gonna be a thing. I'm very excited about it. Let's see here. A little bit of entertainment updates and information for you. The World of Flavor with Big Mo can now be found on Amazon Prime. So if you guys were looking like, hey, it's not on, I think it was on Disney or, Disney through Nat Geo, it is now located on Amazon Prime. So you can go catch all of the first season on there. I think they're doing a second season as well. And I do know Big Mo is in the process of working on his book too. So we got some good stuff.
I can actually watch that because I still have Prime where I canceled by Netflix.
Yeah. I'm about to cancel everything because everything just went up. I put up Hulu the other day. It's like, oh, we're going to $18 or $19 a month now. It's like, but why?
I have the thing where for some reason when I signed up for Spotify they gave me free Hulu.
Nice.
And I can't change my Spotify account in any way.
Otherwise I lose
You
Hulu.
still have Hulu for free?
Yeah. So I just
the
pay
whole
for
thing.
Yeah, well, it's the ad one, not the.
Yeah. I'm about to call Verizon to be like, are there any of those weird bundle deal things that you guys include in my package? I can just get this stuff back for a lower cost.
Hulu is the only. Well, Hulu and Netflix are the only ones that I pay for.
Yeah, like it's
because Hulu with ESPN now, it's cheaper than
because I was able. That's how I watched the Jets.
The Hulu, ESPN, Disney bundle.
That's how I watched the Jets yesterday. Was off of the.
No, I canceled Netflix because I paid for the 4K Ultra Premium.
Oh, you're never gonna get that.
Well, no. Like, it was because it had the 4 screens, so it was split with my grandparents and my sister.
Okay.
And we never went over 4 screens, but as soon as they said 4 screens to one household and pulled that crap, all they had to do is say, if you want to share, you have to buy our premium thing, and I would have stayed a customer. Yeah. As soon as they said you got to pay $7 extra just to be able to access the one thing. Oh, well, hold on. Do I say it on air?
Go for it. I've said.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. No. Do I say the hack on air?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
They know what's happening.
Okay. If you want to share your Netflix account, like as long as you can cast to the screen on a device, whether it's Apple or Google Chromecast. Oh no, they may have blocked. Did they block? No, Amazon blocked Google Chromecast from. You can't cast Amazon shows to your the dumb thing.
You can probably cast it to a Fire Stick.
Amazon's petty. You can cast a Fire,
but if you you can log into your phone and cast from your phone.
Yep.
And it doesn't count as being in a different household.
Or just get yourself a VPN and just mask.
Yeah, that's true.
You can be anywhere.
Be anywhere at all times, and you get so many better shows and options. Just putting that out there.
Well, okay. What's even funnier is my grandparents were like, we'll get our own account. And I was like, it's still cheaper for us to split an account if you just do the $7. Yeah. It's fine. I tried to set them up an account, and it's grandparents, so they couldn't figure out how to log in right. So it kept telling them, because we set up an account with their email, they had to create a password, so they thought they had to log in with their thing. Apparently, you still had to use my username and password to log in to access their account. The only thing that it was doing was it was green lighting that one user profile to be used in that location. But every time they logged in, they tried to use their username or their email and password that they had to use to create that extra location, and it wouldn't register, and it told them you're not. So they got frustrated.
Like when Google does their like 2-step authentication, and you're like, wait, I thought it was already doing this. They're like, no.
I think they're going to. They've already backpedaled because I remember the tweets
of
them putting out, "We'll never care about password sharing or this or that or none of that. They're
Well,
backpedaled so much now.
They were also never going to have ads. There's ads here now.
There's ads. There's all this stuff they said they'd never do. So whatever they recently said or years back saying they'll never do, just be prepared. It's coming.
It's almost like if you have a business that's built on the idea that there's infinite growth, and then you suddenly realize there is a finite number of people.
Yeah.
And like every metric that you have to base how good your business is doing.
Man, they have so much data. I'm jealous.
So when I'd say, and this has nothing to even do with that show, I just know cats on other streaming platforms. I know guys who run over at Max and Paramount and stuff. When I say there's data, I mean it's down to how long you pause, how often you rewind, does your unit power off on that app, how long does it take you to like sort through and find something. And this is really what the writers' strike and all that stuff is about. It's the data. We're all pawns in social media. When you take that 30,000 square view of it, like, perfect example, we do lives, obviously. I know nothing about my lives. I know how many people watched. I don't know the duration. I don't know the gender ratio. I don't know the age bracket. I don't know the location. I don't know anything. And maybe if I paid for the check, I'd get it. But when I did the research, you still don't get that data. That data is paramount for a brand, knowing, what your reach is. Yeah, you can see it when you make a post, but if I did a live and I had 3,000 people in there, give me some information. Let me be able to get some of that, and they never will, because
you just get to watch how many people are down there.
Yeah, data is so important. The world is shifting into the more data you collect. That whole free thing you got, it's not free. You gave them a little bit of information, and that info is so worth it.
By the way, just a friendly reminder: close your apps. Yeah. Because if your app is running in the background, guess what they're collecting data on? All the other apps and searches that you're doing.
Tell your other apps, tell your phone to not track all that stuff.
Apple has the functionality. Yeah. Other phones don't really have that functionality.
No. It's weird.
I mean, like the cat's on the bag. Everybody has they have so much data on all of us.
Oh yeah.
Like the Gmail wasn't free. The Facebook wasn't free.
Nothing. That whole sign up for and here's the thing. They always put it there, right? Sign up for a free account. It's not free.
It's not free.
It's not free. That's why you got that 27-page terms and conditions that not even Johnny Cochran could understand.
Well, I mean, here's the writers want data on what's being watched.
Yeah.
There is a Pandora's there's a Schrodinger's cat, if you will.
Even better.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
Here's the thing is, I don't know if the writers really want to know what's being watched.
Yeah,
because there's going to be a lot of shows that they're getting paid to make
that aren't doing well,
that are doing way worse than they think.
Andrew Schultz talked about it. He said, what people don't realize is the companies may be doing people a favor, because if some of these numbers come out, the shows that are underperforming, then it only makes sense to get rid of them.
Right.
To get rid of those actors, just knock them out. There's no point.
Writers should be paid more. There should
Obviously.
be there should be the hierarchy of having a writer's room so you can train people to be able to make good content later. I want better shows.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a writer's room for people to learn, you're not going to get better shows.
Stop remaking everything Disney.
Right.
I'm so happy that they stopped certain things like the Back to the Future stuff. You guys have teen wolfed things to death.
Right.
Please stop. Now we're on the 7th incarnation of Ninja Turtles.
I heard the new one's actually pretty good though.
They've got Jackie Chan in it. I might listen. I might go check it
out. Yeah. But they, the other thing is, you heard what the studios offered, right?
A pittance in comparison.
No. You heard what the studios offered to see the numbers. That the writers could basically select a group of people that could go get numbers at a certain location over the course of a 3-year period. They couldn't disclose the numbers to any of their other people in the union, but they could use the data they gathered on the next negotiation.
What are we
I
doing?
understand that if they don't want to make it public information,
Okay,
that I absolutely
that's
get.
fair.
But if you were in the union and you were participating in all that, I feel like you should have access to the information. That seems fair.
Right. But yeah, I'm tired of these articles, these AI generated articles that you open up your Bing or Microsoft Edge or Google Chrome, and the first thing you see the top Netflix show 24 hours after it launched.
Yeah.
It's like, of course, it just launched. They're promoting it, so it's gonna be the thing you see.
And I know this is a barbecue podcast, and we're all over the place, but it all does make sense because these shows that you like to watch, they're reality based. So shows like Barbecue Brawl, shows like Showdown, Top Chef, those are reality based, and they are not touched by the strike at this point. Now, if production goes ahead and strike, then there's nothing on. But a lot of your television you're watching needs, even going into football season, right? Barbecue and football go hand in hand. A lot of your fall shows and stuff that you're going to be watching aren't coming out this year because nothing was written or filmed.
Right.
You're going to be catching a lot of reruns. I love Criminal Minds, the new generation of it. And they're like, yeah, we're on strike, so we'll see y'all maybe in 2024. So a lot of things change. One thing affects the whole ordeal. But
yeah, we got off on a little tangent.
We did. We went off course. Let's knock out 2 questions. I think you've got one, and I'll snag one, and then we'll phone it home.
All right. I actually like this one. 845 asks, should you trim a pork shoulder before smoking? Yes. Okay. So depending on how thick the fat cap is, you do want to trim a little bit of that off because sometimes it's going to be a really thick fat cap. It's too much to render properly.
Yeah.
The other thing I like to do is if there's little kind of the outside pieces are kind of jutting out or not rounded off, round out your pork butt again, kind of like you're doing for a brisket to get more aerodynamic because you're going to have these little pieces that are going to burn up.
Yeah.
So if they're not going to be good or edible.
Okay.
I mean, they might be some extra barky pieces, but if you properly cook it, you're going to have enough bark anyway.
Okay.
I just like to kind of even when I'm doing turkey, I kind of like to trim out the outer edges that are kind of jutting out that are these little thin shards.
That turkey was bomb, by the way.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Real good.
Smoked turkey is always slaps.
Always hits.
And that extra pepper, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the extra black pepper
is on there. No. So I'll take the counter view. I rarely ever trim. It has got to be a fatty cap because what I do, and this is only because of the process for my pop-up. So I leave the fat cap, right. Unless it's obnoxiously fat. But even then I leave it, and then halfway through the cook, when it starts to split, I pull it off, and I use that to make the base for the sofrito for my beans.
Okay.
So for me personally, when I'm cooking, because I'm thinking in the pop-up mindset, I save it. I let it do its thing. I let it get all flavored, all rendered, all smoky, and then that's the fat and oil that I use when I'm doing the sofrito for the beans because I'm going to serve it. And then sometimes you get those charred bits. They're not overly cooked yet, but they're crispy.
Yeah,
those render down, and those are just nice to have, little pops of fat flavor, with the beans. But yeah, you can run it both ways.
Yeah, I'll use it to make lard or using sausage for extra fat.
Yeah.
So I'm not wasting it. I'm not throwing it away.
Yeah.
I just know that there are some times where you get a pork butt and you're like, that's not gonna render. Yeah.
And I think it's going to be interesting as you venture into the brick and mortar, the ways you learn to repurpose everything because these aren't scraps anymore. These are profit, which it always has been, but now it's just at a larger, massive scale.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
I'm going to be making a lot more tallow.
Yes, every ounce counts. Every ounce counts.
When's that brisket burger popping up?
Thursdays.
Thursday.
So not this week then.
Next week.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll do
We'll
have a.
You going to do a Holman and Finch type thing? We're only doing 100 a day or 50 a day?
No. Holman and Finch was 22 a day, man.
Yeah,
that's how much space they had. We're going to only do maybe it's based on how much trim we have. So
are Farm Burgers still around?
Oh yeah, Farm Burgers has multiple
Farm
locations.
Burger, yeah, for sure.
They're still there. Okay. Yeah. I remember when they were the thing to go to for burgers.
Dude, I don't even want to know what their burgers cost anymore because it used to be $20.
It was
back
always
in the day.
expensive.
They kind of stayed the same.
Really?
Prices.
Oh, well,
because
you
they
good
were
on them.
always high. So they were like, oh,
Yeah.
now everyone else is caught up.
Well, I mean, like, so I think because they're a place that they have a direct line to their suppliers.
Especially now.
Yeah, so they their prices probably stayed pretty even keel.
Yeah, because I remember when like they first opened up and it was like, man, it was
a good
miles
check.
above anything. But yeah, it was like I'm only doing that once a week.
Yeah,
because it hurt. It was like,
Yeah.
ooh, did I really
do
just
this
spend $23 on a burger?
with no fries.
Yeah,
with no
still got to
fries.
get
With no
fries and a
fries.
drink.
And I don't know what it is. I need to find somebody over at Five Guys, but y'all are getting outrageous now. All right, first and foremost, y'all are getting mad disrespectful with these prices. Okay, because 3 years ago, we used to go, let's kick it back. Forever when we would go with fish and go get fries, Five Guys, it was like $7 for the double. 2 years back, Corey and I were in the Carolinas, and it's, it was $9. I was like, all right. The other day I go, it's $13.40, and I'm like, what happened?
How much did you spend when it was me, you, Corey? We went to go to Five Guys. It was like a $60 or $70.
Yeah, it was
Probably
$70.
$70.
$70.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys, and I was just like, how did it was just three of us, and it was burgers and fries for $70, and the toppings are free? Nah, those toppings ain't free.
Those toppings.
I need you to get, so here's the hack at Five Guys, right? Go and tell them you want it all the way, but you want it on the side.
Take it
Is
home.
this a Chipotle hack?
It is. Take it home and then repurpose that shit. Also, apparently, there's no limit on the extra bacon you can get.
Wait,
Excuse
what?
me?
Yeah, as far as I know, you can you gotta get extra bacon, like a little bit more. Yeah,
I want bacon on every layer.
yeah. So go ahead and get it all the way with the toppings on the side, and get a double order of extra bacon. And now you've got ingredients to make breakfast tomorrow, so you don't feel like you got completely screwed. Just whip that all up and put it in an omelet, and you're good to go.
And then
All
if
right.
you get the Cajun fries, they always make them or reseason them.
Yeah, yeah. So
you
if-
always get a crap ton if you just order Cajun fries.
Yeah.
Then you've got a nice little hash.
there you go. Chop that bad boy. It's
Hey.
you gotta go through it.
Would Five Guys be better if they didn't do the dumbass thing of wrapping it in aluminum foil?
Well, it depends on how long you
Yeah.
wait.
Right.
Like, 'cause if you're going to get it there, like you can't take Five Guys. You got to go immediately pop that top so it doesn't
Right.
oversteam.
Right.
I also think they should at least toast the buns a little bit.
They should.
Just throw them on top of the
Yeah,
grill.
I think they should just get them a little.
Just the inside, just
one
a little
time,
quick.
real quick.
I like. Okay, I'm not like. I've kind of been staunchly against Five Guys just because they've been so expensive, and I think you could get better burgers elsewhere. Like just from
Better pizza, better
Where?
ingredients.
Okay, like look, if you're traveling,
Mm-hmm.
you probably not, but like local joints, I'd rather for the money, I'd rather go to like the Earl where I was.
What is it?
Yeah.
The Vortex.
Vortex.
Oh, my
Well, I mean,
man,
now I live super close to NFA. I'd rather, hands down, get an NFA burger over Five Guys.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 times.
Now I want to go to the Vortex.
Yeah.
I haven't had a triple bypass in years.
Well,
Yeah.
oh God, do you know how much they limit it now?
What do you mean?
Oh,
You have to go like at lunchtime. You can't go at night and get it like a double coronary or triple
Why?
coronary. Because it takes up so much time and prep on their thing. They've
Wow.
too many people were ordering them. And so
I think I still have a gift card. That's how long it's been. I haven't been.
yeah,
in
you have
years.
to like it's on the menu. You have to go like you can only order it between like 11 a.m. and like 2 p.m. Like yeah, it's
Okay.
it's
All right.
really
The more you know.
well. Also, I thought in it. Here's another thing: when you say you have to eat it there, I thought In-N-Out was really overrated because I got it to go, and so it steamed in the bag, and I was like, this is fine. They asked me the last time I went to In-N-Out. They were like, "Are you getting it to go? Or are you getting it in your car?" I was like, "This is the dumbest question ever." I mean, even in my car, I thought it was the same thing. So they didn't wrap it. They didn't
They left
fully
the
wrap-
mouth open.
Yeah, and so I was like, "Oh, I kind of need to eat this now." I ate it, and I was like, "Oh, this is an excellent fast food burger."
It's not bad.
No, I mean like I'm talking to like the
Yeah.
bun was properly toasted, everything was hot and fresh. Everything gets worse if you let it steam.
Very true.
Yeah, but I thought it was like oh, this is the In-N-Out people rave about. Compared, I was like, this In-N-Out's overrated.
It's okay.
I still think it's overrated.
Yeah. it's-
Shake Shack over it?
Different experiences.
yeah.
Yeah, I still take Shake Shack over it.
But it's different
And,
experience.
Shake Shack's fast casual. Honestly, In-N-Out's fast casual. It's not very fast.
Yeah, it's slow casual.
Slow
Cash.
food.
Slow food. Slow food, not great.
Okay. We've got off on this is the tangent episode.
This is a tangent episode. All right.
We're trying to make Texas
We are.
mad. We're trying to make In-N-Out mad.
We're trying to piss
We're
off the
definitely trying to get
vegans.
vegans mad.
We're
That's
trying
what
to
piss
like.
off the vegans.
I don't care if Five Guys is mad.
Yeah, there's no dealings with them. We got one more question.
Yeah.
What do you want to go for?
I mean, we did 845. So,
All right, so do you have any good oven barbecue recipes?
okay.
Is it barbecue if it's done in an oven?
No, not even if you use liquid smoke. I don't care. Yeah.
So that's my sentiments. I don't think it's barbecue if it's done in the oven, but there are sauces and things you can.
How do you define barbecue then?
I need, and this is and I promise you, I'm not taking a dig at Traeger. I swear I'm not, but I need a flame.
I think that's fair.
There's a little pilot light in there.
I need a flame. I need a flame for it to be barbecue. And I don't think that is too hard. Like, I need a flame. And I don't mean like, oh, we started and we left it, because then technically you can maybe have a gas stove, right? Or a gas oven. No, like a flame that's consistent through. Like, even the Masterbuilt is pushing a flame the whole time. You pop that hopper, there's fire down there. Same thing. So I'm just saying. That's at least a consistent flame.
I'm gonna go a little bit further. Barbecue. It can't be. It can't just be burgers and hot dogs either.
I don't think it's confined to that. It shouldn't be. I think that's like the backyard bare minimum tailgate. Like
That's
like little Timmy's T-ball. That's grilling.
That's grilling.
Yes.
You want to come for a grill out? Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't say you're having a barbecue and all we're having is burgers and hot dogs.
Oh, look. But back to the question.
Yeah.
Before we get,
I know. Before we get on another fucking tangent. Damn it. This is all
damn
your
it,
fault.
Bobby.
I won't ask any more questions.
But what if they want it well done? You politely but firmly ask them to leave.
There's a guy who has a really good oven rib recipe. Do I name his name? Alton Brown has a really good rib recipe.
Oh gosh.
He has actually pretty good oven rib recipe and oven wing recipe.
I could see that.
Yeah,
But that wouldn't be barbecue. That's just
that's a
it's
good oven
barbecue
ribs.
Oven
seasoned.
inspired?
Yeah, it's infused. It's you toss them, because that's just like, so here's the thing, right? If everything is cooked X, Y, and Z way, but I finish it with barbecue sauce, does that make it barbecue?
No,
All right then.
No.
So
that's a sauce.
yeah.
Again. We need to get out of this thing of where we blanket everything. Under one thing.
Everyone wants to but I do barbecue. Yeah, what do? I do some mean kielbasa's and hot dogs. If you don't get your ass out of here, we're gonna have a problem.
The guy who shows up with the crock pot, pulled pork.
Oh gosh.
See, but I could even get down on like calling like burgers and hot dogs barbecuing if it was like low and slow and it's smoked versus just throwing it on top of.
It's more grilling. I'm gonna plant that flag and die on that hill. That's grilling.
Can a hot dog be a burnt end?
No. The same way there's no such thing as pork belly burn end. Stop with the foolishness.
Oh no, you can pork belly burn ends.
I'm so tired of these.
Okay,
things.
well,
The
no.
blanket stain. I've got some turkey burn ends for you. I've got some tuna. I've got some tuna burn ends. I've got some salmon burn ends.
I call them turkey nubs. It's literally the end cut of the turkey that like they're little nubs and they have more pellicule and crust.
But just like everything's a brisket. I got some pork brisket, chicken brisket. Shut up.
There is a pork brisket, but it is not. There is not a pork belly brisket. Just because you season pork belly with just salt and pepper does not make it a brisket. No,
it's just getting out of hand. Everything is something now. Like what's going on? We're naming things just to name them.
We're not discriminating just against vegans. We're also
we talk about it all. We're pissing everybody off. All right. This is
to recap. If you want to cook in an oven, check out Alton Brown.
Yes. Don't come here. I've got oven recipes, but none of them are barbecue.
You could do a really good. You could do a really good pulled pork. It's not barbecue, but you could do a good pulled pork in the oven. You could do good ribs in the oven. you could do a good Jewish brisket in the oven. You're not going to get, like, I don't think you're going to get, like, a good crust on a brisket.
No, it's very tricky. And we see them because they look brown instead of black.
Right.
I'm like, ooh, that looks... How many times have you seen a mahogany brisket? I'm like, oh, man, that could have been good. Like, what happened?
Oh, dude.
That just gets me. Those of you listening, you know what I'm talking about. You've seen those, and some of you are probably out there cooking those mahogany briskets. I'm like, that's not... It needs to look like a lump of coal.
I saw an Instagram reel of, because, like, we're going to smoke a brisket, and then halfway through the beef broth... you know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? Did it come up on yours? And then, like, it turned from a smoked brisket to, oh, yeah, we braised a brisket for the back half of the cook.
Yeah, you just made a pastrami.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Pot roast, yeah.
Yeah, you made a pot roast.
Yeah.
Like,
that's just, God. So
Expensive pot roast.
Very expensive. But, all right, let's stop before we run off on another tangent and go into next week's episode. So I think we've pissed off enough people. We've talked about lab grown meats. We answered some questions.
Can we call this episode "We woke up and chose violence"?
Violence was chosen.
AI meat and violence.
Yeah. Honestly, I was like, Texas is as Texas does, and we woke up and chose violence.
Yeah. That's got to be a shirt. I'm gonna mock that up and be like, hey, it's over there on Big Cartel. It's order per, it gets made per order. Go support us, guys. We got light bills to pay. No, but with all that said, this has been a very tangent and rambling episode of This Week in Barbecue, where we cover both the good, the bad, and everything in between in the world of barbecue. I have been your host, Rashid Phillips, and joining me, as always, is the amazingly bearded wonder, Mr.
and podcast cheater, Brian Hull.
And the person who actually bought all the Manchego, Mr.
Lee Garman.
Ladies and gentlemen, please like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell two friends, and most importantly, be good to one another. Cheers.
Cheers.